as real-life cases in which animals have been badly treated.
Cats are unique in the animal world. Closer to their wild ancestors than any other companion animal, they are hunters, predators, status symbols, companions, and playmates. Despite centuries of living in human homes, they still retain their wild appearance and instincts. It's only human intervention that domesticates your average house cat. Abuse or neglect easily reverses the process. Wild instincts can easily resurface if a cat's life changes in any way.
Ow! Let go of him!
Cats need their own little piece of heaven. I mean, they need their own little slice of life. They like routine. They like the habit of knowing that at 10 o'clock in the morning, the sun's going to come up in this spot, and that's where I'm going to go.
In this special edition, we look at what happens when that domestic routine changes. We meet the doctors, behavioral experts, and agents who work on the front line. We'll show you how watching cats in the wild helps you understand the tiger in your living room.
A tiger lunges at bars. Animal cops. Images of a small domestic cat and a large tiger. An animal welfare officer picks up a little cat. Animal cops. Wild cats. A snowy city. A squirrel in a bare tree. A humane society 4x4 drives along a street.
In Detroit, Michigan Humane Society investigators Mark Ramos and Debbie McDonald are bracing themselves for what could be a tough challenge.
We got a call from a neighbor and a relative of a neighbor at this location. Apparently an elderly woman has gone into some senior citizen housing, has multiple cats at this location, and we're going to take the cats into the shelter so that she can get some assisted living.
McDonald knows that domestic cats can turn wild in moments if their routine changes dramatically. The woman's family has tried to help by corralling the cats into a closet, but the cats are not cooperating.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby. You okay?
When we got there, we had asked them to confine them into one room, and we found that they had actually confined them to a very small closet-type hallway. And it created more of a problem for us than a benefit.
Hi.
The closet is too small for Mark as well, so he has to assist from the outside.
Give me a box. Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
What a cat claw.
Debbie's in the cramped closet.
The cat claw catches cats without hurting them, but in this enclosed space, it's a threatening device. Now on the defensive, their wild instincts are kicking in.
The cats run for the door, but finding it shut, they leap around in a panic.
These cats are domesticated, but they're stressed and terrified.
You are causing all the trouble.
They reverted kind of back to what cats do. They had their own little colony, their own little pecking order. There's probably one little leader of the cat who is in charge. He dominates everybody, and that's the way they've worked. But once you start taking those cats and putting them in boxes, the rest of them don't know what to do because they're so used to following that one leader, and they just panic.
Jumping on the box and letting them out. They're pretty scared. They're probably very nice cats. But this is a scary situation for them. And fortunately, we don't have a lot of time to get them out of here, so and we have to do it all today. It's stressful for them. They'll relax once we get them back in the shelter now.
All right, guys.
Cat, get out! Cat, get out!
There goes a cat.
Hi, kitty, kitty, kitty. Hi, kitty, kitty, kitty. What's the matter? Shh, 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 shh. There we go.
Even cuddly house cats have those wild instincts deep down. And when the hunter becomes the hunted, get ready for a fight.
Debbie yelps in pain and pulls her hand away from a cat. A cat writhes and fights as it's lifted up in the cat claw, a long rod-like grabbing device. Debbie carries a cardboard cat box out of the closet. 7 closed cat boxes stand on the wooden floor.
oh, that gray one's a troublemaker, and he stirred up everybody, you know, and I got a couple picked up and put in the box, but then he got going, and it's like, no,
After a long struggle, all 7 cats are boxed up and can be taken to the shelter.
Right now we're going to take these cats back to eval and get them looked at. Some of them are really nice cats, so hopefully we'll be able to place some of them.
These cats only ran wild for a couple of days, so it's very likely they'll revert to their normal, docile temperament. But if a cat has spent its entire life living in chaos, it may be beyond help.
He has tons of garbage in the house. We're walking over garbage. The cats are living in the middle of garbage. There's not enough litter boxes, so they're overflowing with litter. That's not good.
Investing shouldn't feel like this. With AJ Bell, it feels like this.
Oh.
Thousands of top UK brands pay us when you shop. And we share that cash with you. So, thinking of shopping online? Top cash back.
Yeah! Game on! Over there, 2 in a row.
We need 5.
2, 3.
Really? Where'd they go?
5 in a row!
Join us online today at Gala Bingo, where a little joy goes a long way.
For the early risers and those who love surprises, for the recliners and the fine diners, for the let's try something newers and the love staring at the viewers, for the self-explorers and the tell us morers, for the movers and shakers and the memory makers, for the reassurance that we're with you every step of the way. Book your luxury European river cruise today at rivieratravel.co.uk.
When you can buy bespoke just for you from a real person. Why buy boring? Shop Etsy.
If you want a great way to keep your brain in shape, Brain Workout is a monthly pack of puzzles sent to you by post.
Doing brain exercises can help boost memory and concentration.
Brain Workout contains a selection of word, number and logic puzzles to keep us active.
Best of all, by subscribing, you'll be helping Alzheimer's Society to provide care and support for people living with dementia. Text BRAIN to 84903 to subscribe today.
Struggling for breath? Coughing? Ever smoked? With its unique patented vibration technology, Revitive AeroSure is a drug-free medical device that is clinically proven to improve the strength of breathing muscles. Discover the Revitive AeroSure breathing device today. To find out more and for latest offers, see in store or visit aerosure.com.
Family life. It's made of ups and downs, and those little moments. But should the unthinkable happen to you? Life insurance from Legal & General can help look after monthly bills, the roof over their heads, childcare costs, and most importantly, your family. Because no one protects more families in the UK than us. Premiums start from £5 a month and they never rise. Plus there's a £100 gift card after you apply. Legal & General. Ensure life goes on.
Modern homes can be hectic. Things overflow, stress mounts, and suddenly your sanctuary becomes bedlam. That's why we build what we build, tailored fitted furniture, to create calm out of chaos, making a space feel spacious, a room feel roomy. Simple, clever storage solutions, helping people live better. Hammonds, in order to live better.
It's frustrating. I'm uncomfortable down there. I feel like I can't do the things I want to.
Around 1 in 2 women experience vaginal dryness, itching, or uncomfortable sex after the menopause.
Have you heard about Gina? No. What's that?
Gina treats the cause and relieves the main symptoms by replacing estrogen where it's needed. Gina, the only product effective at treating the cause of vaginal dryness after the menopause without prescription.
One person helping an animal makes a really big difference.
That's what I live for. That's why I do this job.
If we can protect the weakest, you can change the world.
Every life is important.
Dodo Heroes, Saturday at 8 on D-Max. Or stream the full series now on Discovery+.
The team is back.
I don't think this is going to be straightforward.
Called in by these desperate celebrities.
I'm looking forward to this.
Welcome to my humble home.
I love this house. I just want help.
They're seeking answers.
Did you hear that? I'm getting a bit weird now.
Seeking peace.
I'm literally shaking.
Oh my God.
Seeking.
What was that?
Help.
Leave
I'm going.
me alone.
Brand new Celebrity Help My House is Haunted. A new episode every week. Stream now only on Discovery+.
Let me tell you about my fantastic guest. I am on my way to Ina's house.
How lucky am I?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good food and lots of fun.
Be my guest. Brand new Be My Guest with Ina Garten. Starts Monday the 6th of March on Food Network or stream now on Discovery+.
Animal Cops Wild Cats.
In this special edition, we look at how cats revert to the wild if they're abused or neglected. Every year, between 700 and 2,000 new animal hoarding cases are being reported across the U.S. Animal cops are increasingly confronted with disease and suffering on an unimaginable scale. Special investigator Anne-Marie Lucas of the ASPCA has seen firsthand how hoarders' cats have to fall back on their wild instincts to stay alive.
They're almost surviving in the wild within a house. It almost becomes like a wilderness for them, and it's very, very difficult life for them.
When we see cats in a hoarding situation, we see all different types of behavior, some of them quite heartbreaking. For example, oftentimes see cats who've just huddled together with each other, where 2 or more cats have become very, very bonded and sort of become friends who comfort each other in this terrible time, just as a person might do, sort of them against the world.
Tall modern city tower blocks, an oil well, a cop directs traffic.
Hoarders can be found all over the U.S. In Texas, the Houston SPCA gets hundreds of calls about colonies of cats hidden away in the most unlikely places. Special investigator Max Mixon doesn't know it yet, but he's about to confront one of the wildest group of cats he's ever seen. He's been monitoring 30 cats owned by a female hoarder for some time. The woman is ill, can't afford veterinary care, and is ignoring Mixon's advice about reducing the number of animals she has.
My last visit, they'd gotten a new animal, so they don't understand the severity of what's going on, and they're not willing to reduce their numbers any. They just keep adding.
Deputy Christine Kendrick of the Harris County Constable's Department serves the court warrant and explains the situation to the owner of the animals.
They're going to be going to the SPCA. No! Calm down. No! Calm down. It's okay. I don't want you getting so upset. No! Listen to me and I'll explain to you.
The woman is genuinely trying to take care of all 30 cats, but they're living in terrible conditions. Nixon and investigator Scott Wernick know they have no option but to seize the animals.
There's so many of them that need medical help, and it's just too many for you to take care of.
They're not. Please don't take them all.
Yeah, well, if there's a certain one that you want to keep, then come to court on Tuesday.
I want them all.
Talk with the judge. You'll have the opportunity to talk to the judge.
When I first walked into the door, I could smell the waste from the animals. They got roaches.
Like most hoarders, this woman has no idea of the harm she's doing to her animals and believes she's giving them all the love and attention they need.
I'm going to court and get my animals back. I'm going to tell that judge. And it's not right, them taking my animals away from me. If I was beating on them, starving them to death, I wouldn't blame them. If I couldn't feed them, I'd call them myself to come get them. And I don't know why in the hell it has to be favorite animals. I love all my animals.
We're just trying to do the
provide the best for them.
The wrong thing.
I don't think so, ma'am.
I do.
Hey, big kitty.
Okay, here we go.
There's a fluffy black one in here, and there is an orange one. Don't let the orange one get near you.
What's he mean?
He's nasty.
Okay.
Here comes one. Here comes the orange one.
A cat fights as it's put in a carry case.
As you pick the cats up, they're locking on to anything and everything that they can get.
Because they're not, they know me.
Investigator Scott Wernick grabs a cat in his thick, padded gloves.
Cats can almost turn inside their skin. It doesn't hurt them at all. They're hard to pick up.
He gets it into a carry case.
So how many? So that's 2, so there's at least 3 in here?
Yeah.
Where are they at?
In the shower, back.
Back here?
Wernick is shocked by the conditions inside.
It's nasty in there. It's hot. It's hot and nasty. The chairs, the refrigerator, the ice box, the TV, the coffee table is all covered in an oil, like a third cat feces, a third cat urine, a third funk. And it's everywhere. And it's nasty. It's hot.
Cats, of course, have a very, very sensitive sense of smell. And for them to be trapped and to be forced to live in a situation where the odor is so offensive and so strong is absolutely revolting to them. It literally makes them just miserable to be kept in that type of a situation.
Cats fight as they're chased, caught and locked into carry cases.
Cats can pose just as big a threat as dogs can, although it's certainly a different type of threat.
You all right, man?
Yeah, man. Small scratch.
The situation is about to get out of control.
Ma'am, he just scratched up one of the investigators.
Well, yeah, because he's wild.
Well, why would you want a wild kitty?
Because he's not wild with me. But they don't know people. Don't hurt him!
Ma'am, I'm not trying to hurt him.
Well, then let him go. Just leave him. They're not wild.
Here you go, Max. You just said they were wild, ma'am. You just said they were. She raised her voice at us numerous times. Don't hurt my animals. Don't hurt my animals. We're not hurting the animals. They're the ones hurting the animals. If not by abuse, by neglect.
At the back of the trailer, Kendrick makes a shocking discovery.
No, I've got one. Just, God. I think this one was in here by himself and nobody knew it. He's nothing but bones. Oh, God, he's awful.
The cat is barely alive.
Look at this.
Poor angel.
The thin cat's put in a carry case.
Ma'am, could you stop rocking for just a minute? We gotta get this cat out from
The
underneath.
cats will be affected by their owner's obvious distress. And as the heat and noise levels rise, they're panicking.
You come out?
Yeah, he's out, but heading.
One of the cats makes a break. An officer grabs its tail and it latches on to investigator Max Mixon's leg.
He's coming here. Ow! Let go of him, let go of him. You had him and he had me, and oh, son of a gun.
Get you.
All agents know that the risks during a cat seizure are just as high as those with larger animals.
Goes with the territory. If you don't want to get bit, don't become a cruelty investigator, because you're going to get bit.
The cat has punctured a vein. Cats living in dirt and feces are far more likely to carry and transmit diseases. They treat the wound with antiseptic, but Mixon will also need shots for tetanus.
Cats. It doesn't hurt yet. It will tomorrow, but it doesn't hurt yet. Yeah. It's by far the most injuries I've sustained during the seizure. Yeah.
And look, that straight off the battle.
Yeah, it's shrapnel, huh?
Hoarding is recognized as a psychological condition rather than deliberate cruelty, so there will be no criminal charges.
I'm gonna leave these 2 guys with you, okay? All right. It's all right. Now you listen to me, though, okay? All right. Nobody was trying to hurt you.
We left her with, there was 1 cat we left her with, and we left her with 2 dogs, so she kind of feels a little bit comfortable. She was really having a hard time. She was shaking, and she was having a hard time. So we left her with a little bit of normalcy and asked her to bring them to court, and when we get to court, we'll just see how everything pans out.
All the cats are now on their way to the shelter and the chance of a better life. Mixon heads off to the hospital, the casualty of a wild cat that didn't understand he was trying to help.
Amber-tinted images of cats fighting and spitting as they're caught by investigators.
Cats living in filth and chaos are usually terrified and aggressive with humans they don't know. But there are some exceptions to the rule. ASPCA Special Investigator Amory Lucas will never forget the most amazing hoarding case of her career. In an unassuming brownstone in Queens, a man had built a giant structure to house 70 of his cats. Each level was a foot high, and the cats had no way up, down, or out.
So do they ever come out of here? Or they stay in here now?
They sometimes they go out.
And the cats couldn't be cats. They couldn't play, they couldn't interact properly. They had a very small space to move around. Cats have to be able to climb and jump and play with one another.
It's got bubbles.
Yeah, he's sick.
The owner's name is Giuseppe, and he's built this contraption to improve his cat's living conditions. But the agents are very concerned about their health.
Let me see, what's the matter with you? Look at his eyes. And look at his belly.
Conjunctivitis and stuff.
No, he's a mess. He's got like, he can't breathe. Oh, babe, Giuseppe, this little dark, smoky gray one. The little tiny one.
Call her Ninetta.
Anita?
Ninetta. She had a smaller cat.
Watch out. All right.
Very friendly cat.
Yeah, see how she needs to be separated from the other cats if she's on medication.
I finished a few days ago for 10 days. I give her those.
She's wheezing, though. She has very labored breathing.
She eat good.
No, I'm worried about her, seriously. She needs to see the vet.
Clean up a little, but...
Upstairs is even worse.
See a mess.
So add him to the list.
In this hoarding situation, the cats are simply existing. Despite conditions that should have driven them wild, they're still friendly characters.
You just see them deteriorate, and they don't act like cats anymore. They sort of just are there. They're not climbing, they're not jumping, they're not interacting properly with one another. And that is, it's not the way cats should be living.
And even in this horror, one little cat seems to be seeking out human attention.
I love this guy. What's his name? Seneca? When I first saw Seneca, he was just a breath of fresh air because he followed me around from the time I got in the house and just looked up at me and just said, hey, take me. I'm ready to go. You know, I've been living here for 15 years, but I think, you know, there's a better world for me out there. And that's exactly what I felt from him. The energy was just that he was ready to leave. It's time for me to go.
All Giuseppe's cats are likely to need medical treatment. Seneca is the first to be taken to the Berg Memorial Animal Hospital, where many wild, stray, feral, and hoarders cats are treated every year. Seneca is being examined by Dr. Reisman.
Well, we can help him.
Yeah.
Bad teeth, huh? His teeth?
You think he's in a lot of pain?
That hurts a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
So we can help him with that.
What's amazing is that some of these cats who must be in pain, must be suffering, are still able to reach out and be friendly and be outgoing and even sort of ask for help. And then sometimes when we get them back to the hospital, we realize how sick that cat truly is, that the agent might not have realized because the cat was coming forward and actually interacting and being friendly. And that's the ability of the cat to just suffer silently and not show how ill they are.
Seneca needs major dental surgery. Years with little or no medical attention have taken their toll. Cats have their own unique personalities, which can determine their behavior in extreme situations. But Lucas still felt that Seneca was extraordinarily friendly for a hoarder's cat. She did some checking and made an amazing discovery.
He was one of the original cats that Giuseppe had, and he certainly was a house pet, and he certainly was loved, and he got the attention he needed. And then when the population grew, he wasn't getting that attention anymore because Giuseppe had to care for all of the other cats. And that's what happens. You know, you have a cat that grew up thinking he was maybe the only one or one of a few, and then you have, 50. And how do you compete with that?
After a long stay in the hospital, Seneca is fostered by Allison Cardona. The next step in his recovery is to introduce him to life in a normal home.
Sometimes we are able to foster the cats for a little bit or foster animals, and I thought it would be nice for him to get out of the hospital and just spend some time in a home away from the noise. And ever since I've met Seneca, this is what he's done. He's just always wanted to be petted and see people, and you know, it's just, it's nice to see that. It's nice to be able to give him a chance to just have a break and have like a real home life.
Seneca had adapted as life changed in Giuseppe's house. Other cats need a little more help to adapt their natural behavior. ASPCA Manager of Shelter Behavior and Training Victoria Wells is about to put herself on the line to turn a wild cat's life around.
Animal Cops, Wild Cats.
Waitrose are introducing new lower prices on hundreds of your favourites, like frozen garden peas, British pork sausages, fair trade bananas, carrots, cheddar, butter, what's that butter? Blueberries, cherry tomatoes. Okay, that is a lot of arrows. New lower prices on hundreds of your favourites. Waitrose, food to feel good about.
Join the UK's best breakdown service with more expert patrols to keep you moving. The AA. Join today.
Are you looking for a way to give your finances a much-needed boost? With an equity release plan from Key, you could unlock a portion of your home's value tax-free and have the option to make reduced or no monthly repayments. Find out more by ordering our free expert guide on 0800 188 4822 or using our free calculator to see how much you could release. See how Key could help put more money back in your pocket. Key, for the life in later life.
This is pill time. I take multiple medications, which means a lot of boxes. Who has time for this? Now I use Pill Time, the pharmacy with handy pre-sorted pouches, each with the exact date and time to take. It's simple. Now I never miss a dose. Pill Time is an NHS pharmacy that delivers medication in pre-sorted pouches for free. Is it time you switch to Pill Time? Call now to register or visit pilltime.co.uk.
Whether you're planning a renovation or searching for your perfect piece, Best Heating has you covered. Whatever your style, from modern designer radiators to traditional column and cast iron radiators, our wide selection in electric, hot water and dual fuel can make the functional beautiful. And with fast and free delivery, you're closer to cool than you might think. To curate your space, visit bestheating.com. Heating made cooler.
With Post Office Over 50s life cover, you can have the time of your life, safe in the knowledge we'll pay out money when your time is up. UK resident 50 to 80, you're guaranteed acceptance. No health checks, and from just £1.15 a week. Plus, free 24/7 GP access with the health and wellbeing benefit. Purchase and receive a £100 gift card for Amazon.co.uk, Tesco or M&S. Call Post Office on 0800 171 2211.
When you finally move in. When 2 becomes 3. When they've shot up again. When you want the flexibility to shop the brands you love. Say hello to VeryPay. Choose Pay Now, Pay Later, or pay over 3 months and pay no interest. And we'll send you helpful payment reminders every month. VeryPay, nice and flexible for when life is anything but. Shop now at very.co.uk.
Join Happy Tiger. Try a completely new online bingo game today. It's bingo that'll make your jaw drop, and it's super social. Play for as little as 25p and get your chance to win up to £2,500 every 5 minutes. So what you waiting for? Come join us. Just search for Happy Tiger Bingo. Happy Tiger Bingo. Low stakes, roaring bingo fun.
For the love of Samsung. On O2, get the new epic Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. And get up to £340 when you trade in a Samsung Galaxy. From under £25 a month. For the love of Samsung. We're better. Connected. Search O2 Samsung.
It was no accident. It was planned.
Larry was out on the property and he got shot.
He looked directly at the officer and stated, "I killed him."
Brand new Murder in the Heartland starts Thursday the 9th of March on ID.
We're going to find some interesting bits, aren't we?
Angus Ashworth has a knack.
Look at that.
For digging out extraordinary objects.
Oh my word, we've definitely hit treasure.
Angus is the go-to guy.
He'll give them new life.
It was Joan's wish that I sell a collection. Hopefully we'll find some good homes for it all.
And their owners a fresh start.
900.
Wow.
So you'll be taking home £19,551.
I am genuinely gobsmacked. The whole thing's been quite sort of life-changing, I think.
It's a good day, isn't it?
Brand new, The Yorkshire Auction House. Starts Monday, 6th of March on Really, and stream previous series now on Discovery+.
Animal Cops Wild Cats.
In this special edition, we're looking at wild cats in all their forms, from furious felines in Texas to cornered kitties in Detroit. We've seen how cats' natural wild instincts can kick in if they feel threatened in any way. All cats have individual personalities, and some are more prone to wild behavior.
Tall tower blocks of New York. Traffic drives over a bridge.
In New York City at the ASPCA, Victoria Wells is working with Gibbons, a cat whose behavioral problems have so far made him unadoptable.
This is Gibbons, and he's very independent. He aggresses in many different situations. All right. And you can tell by his dilated pupils that he's getting a little agitated. And you better put them down if that happens. And I will.
Gibbons will need to learn how to be comfortable around people to have a chance at adoption.
Yeah, ooh, did you see that? You know, it's sort of like he has a conflicted view of interaction. He's headbutting me, which says, I want to be, I want to be, there you go. This cat wants attention on his own terms, but his terms are very limited. He's the kind of cat that doesn't want to do what he doesn't want to do. So if you physically manipulate him or move him from place to place, he's going to tell you that he's not going to cooperate. Look at the tail twitch. This cat would be classified as a poorly behaved cat. I would say this is a dead giveaway right here. My hand in his mouth. We can change his behavior to a certain extent, but he is who he is. So he's gonna have to claw on appropriate things, chew on appropriate things, bite appropriate things, and just tolerate being handled a little bit more. And I'm not even touching you when you're doing this.
Victoria is going to use classical conditioning to change Gibbons' perception of human contact.
We're gonna change the way he thinks about being handled. So we're going to pet him, and then we're going to give him some food. So he says, oh, petting equals food. I'm beginning to like this a little bit. So you pet him, and you give him some food. And you'll notice that after a while, he can tolerate more petting.
By associating food with petting, Gibbons is starting to tolerate human contact. It's an important step forward.
So hopefully this is going to work really quickly, and it's going to be very effective for him.
Next, Gibbons needs to be taught how to adopt his natural behavior to prepare him for life as a human companion.
I'm going to see if I can get him to focus on something appropriate when he needs to claw and bite rather than my hands. Come here, love.
She waves a length of fluffy pink fabric.
If we can get him to claw and bite on something appropriate, get it out of his system, then this will help stop doing this to people. Because every cat has really a need to pounce on something. It's an instinct.
Gibbons has been at the adoption center for 8 months. Channeling his natural hunting instincts into domestic play is an important step towards adoption.
Gibbons plays with the pink fluff.
Thousands of cats have to reverse that process on their own when they're kicked out onto the streets and forced to live as strays. Sometimes they're mistaken for ferals, but there's a big difference.
Stray cats are simply cats who haven't got a home at the moment, and that might be a cat who once lived with people and now has found himself lost. A feral cat is a domestic cat, the one who's never lived with humans or was too old when people finally tried to socialize him, and he's just never going to be really comfortable socializing with humans.
In Phoenix, the Arizona Humane Society has more than its fair share of stray and feral cats to deal with. Over 18,000 calls a year. The mild climate means that animals breed all year round. Average life expectancy for a cat on the streets is 2 years. Emergency animal medical technician Tammy Kinsel is responding to a call about an injured stray cat.
Tammy gets out of her truck and talks to a lady holding a baby.
What happened to the cat? Do you know?
This morning, the neighbor right here said that...
Madison Hughes made the call after her neighbor gave her some troubling information.
And a dog had been chasing it.
Okay.
And he thought that it had been mauled, so... And he saw it, like, hanging around our yard.
They find the cat hiding in a corner of the yard.
Is this him?
The cat's wild appearance gives Tammy cause for concern.
What I want to do is get a net in case the cat is feral, if he's wild. I want to have a net here, and then if you have a broomstick or something so you can kind of push him out, or even this might work, to kind of push him out. Do you think you could do something like that?
Yeah.
Feral cats are much more aggressive when cornered, as they're distrustful of any human contact. Tammy's asked Madison to put baby Eli in the house.
No more.
Kitty. Come on, kitty. Keep poking at him. There you go. There you go.
Go ahead, kitty.
The cat's also very agile, despite its injuries and matted appearance.
Watch out. Can you close that?
The cat gets away. Madison closes the house door.
Where'd he go? Over here?
He went under the playpen.
Tammy looks around the conservatory.
Kitty. Come on.
It's a pretty cat.
Oh yeah, he's nice
Yeah.
looking. I don't know if he's so friendly. He might just be mad that I'm messing with him. I got him. Thank you.
Tammy's caught the cat in a net on a large pole. She drives off in her animal emergency medical technician truck.
Tammy takes the cat to the Second Chance Animal Hospital, where it will be given a proper evaluation. It seems to have calmed down after a short ride in the air-conditioned ambulance.
We're gonna go ahead and clip her up and get some of these mats off her and see if we can find any damage to the skin underneath. Oh, she doesn't even mind.
As the cat's matted fur comes off, it's obvious she's a stray that was once owned rather than a feral that's never been around humans.
She's so beautiful. She looks like she had a nice coat at one point in time. She's purring. Oh my God, look at that. Kitty, what is that? Is that the fur you couldn't reach all this time? Huh? It takes about 6 months for this hair to grow back in, but until then, she's going to have a new cut for a while. She'll be bald. Oh, you can feel it. Doesn't that feel great? Oh, scratch it up, scratch it up. Do you see what she's doing with her feet? She's trying to knead the air.
When this cat realized that the people were actually trying to help, the cat's naturally friendly personality actually began to shine through. Originally, the cat was very frightened and trying to evade capture and had no idea that these people were trying to help.
The cat's behavior suggests it's a stray that was once owned rather than a feral that had never had any human contact.
I think it's quite likely that this cat did indeed live in a human home at some point in its life, because this cat is so friendly and obviously so happy to have been taken into a home and to be cared for by humans.
If an owned cat is kicked out onto the street, it will very quickly revert to a feral state, hunting for its own food to survive. But even if it runs wild for several years, it still retains the behavior learned as a kitten in a human home.
The cat walks through a living room.
6 months later, the matted cat has been adopted and is now named Raven.
I felt so sorry for her, and I knew she was miserable. And I said, "You're going to have to come home with me." And when it was amazing, when she finally came home, it was as though she'd lived here all the time. She first learned where the food was, and then she began directing me to go and get some for her. And that was it. She never climbs on the furniture. Never. Unless I invite her up, she doesn't do it. Do you want to come up? She comes in and sits with me and watches TV. She seems to enjoy cop shows.
Raven has adapted as effectively to her new home as she did to life on the streets. Watching cop shows is as wild as she gets these days. In this special edition, we're seeing how close domestic cats are to their wild ancestors. But for some domestic cats, the wild gene is being deliberately reintroduced. It was an early morning call 4 years ago for Chief Investigator Jim Baller and his team from the Houston SPCA. They are about to seize 140 exotic hybrid cats from an irresponsible breeder who's keeping them in unsanitary conditions. The cats inside the house are Bengals. The breed has been artificially created by crossing the Asian leopard cat, a wild species, with a domestic cat. It's a lucrative business.
They can be expensive. I mean, these cats are running many hundreds of dollars on the internet, up to $1,000 or so. She does have what appear to be foundation stock in there, which are pure leopard cats.
The breeder is using pure leopard cats to try to ensure the hybrids have the exotic markings of the wild breed with the docile personality of a domesticated cat. Statistically, it's just as likely to have an ordinary coat and a wild temperament.
I don't believe that wild species of cats should ever be crossbred with domestic cats. I don't think that it's ethical, and I don't think that it's safe. I also don't think that you could ever guarantee that it will be safe for humans or the children living in the home.
More in there than what I thought.
Crossbreeding is potentially risky, even when responsibly handled. The conditions that this breeder is keeping the cats in are putting everyone in danger.
Real dirty. I mean, it's like fecal matter all over the place. There's urine on the floor. Just the smell in there's pretty unbearable. I'm glad we decided to bring some surgical masks with us. I mean, that helps. This guy's going to want to pop out.
A cat at the window.
That's how powerful they are.
Yeah. Walk into the bathroom, and the bathroom's all torn up, and they're hiding in the medicine cabinet. They're just free roaming everywhere. Just shut the door. Just shut the door. When you hybridize an animal and try and cross a wild animal with a domestic animal, you're creating a psychologically unstable animal. You have a pull between an animal that 1 second really wants to maybe cuddle up with you, and the next second can revert to that aggressive state.
The tabby stripe-coated cats are all in carry cases and are loaded into a trailer.
It's been a challenging day for the agents, and they're not finished yet. Back at the Houston SPCA shelter, all of the 140 cats must now be evaluated.
Just going to have to be very careful. They're very fractious. They're not feral, but they will let you have it if you are not careful. Watch fingers.
Baller's training and specialist knowledge is helping his team handle these hybrid cats safely. Many owners surrender hybrids to shelters because of their aggression and destructive behavior around the home. They can be hard to handle.
They're not a cat that you can really hold and, have curl up in your lap. They still have that wild instinct.
They also have very different physical needs. A much faster metabolism than ordinary cats means they can develop severe digestive problems if given regular pet food. The Houston SPCA won custody of most of the cats, which means they'll now be placed in sanctuaries. They will never face the prospect of being sold into private homes.
To take a wild cat and bring him into your home simply because he's so beautiful and you want to possess him is denying that cat the existence that he was meant to have. He was meant to roam over long distances and be able to hunt and be able to climb trees and to feel the sun.
The hybrids eventually found a new home. The Houston SPCA has managed to place them in a wild animal orphanage in San Antonio.
These are absolutely nice cats, and I'm really pleased that we could help the Houston SPCA in this case.
Carol has assessed the Bengals. Experience tells her that some of the cats are docile enough to be placed in human homes, but only in certain circumstances.
Whoever takes any of these animals is going to have just either one cat or no cats, no dogs, no children. I just want to love on one animal. They are very lovable when they want to be very lovable. In other words, they will rule the coop, period. I'd like to get as many in homes as possible. Obviously, these animals are going to need a lot more attention than a regular domestic cat because they are very dominant, they climb, and they're very bossy little animals. Some obviously won't because a lot of these are feral. We'll go into a large natural enclosure at another property we have, and they'll live alongside tigers, lions, bears, and wolves.
Human intervention has created something that would rarely occur in nature, with terrible suffering for some of the animals concerned. But the biggest casualties of all are the magnificent creatures denied the life they should have been born into.
It is absolutely sheer insanity to try to keep them as backyard pets. They are not cats and dogs.
Sadly, the long-term effects of the coronavirus crisis are really starting to hit home, especially for charities like the RSPCA. And we face a serious funding problem. It's the worst animal rescue emergency in our recent history, and we urgently need your help. The RSPCA is the only charity dedicated to rescuing all animals in England and Wales. Without us, animals facing serious abuse and neglect would simply not be saved. Like you, we can't bear the thought of animals suffering, and despite the current risks, we're working hard to reach them throughout this crisis. If you can help us carry on this vital work with a monthly gift, please call or text the number on screen now. Anything you can give would help so much. It'll help us answer more calls. It'll help us rescue more animals in danger and help provide them with the urgent medical treatment, food, and loving care they need. I promise we will never give up trying to save every animal we can, but we need your help now more than ever. I can assure you your gift will help save animals' lives every day. Please call 0800 234 6054, text SAVE to 70488, or visit our website to start your monthly donation today. Thank you.
So where do you fancy them? With your heart condition, we're going to have to find specialist travel insurance.
It's not a worry.
And your age, they're going to take that into account as well.
Not a worry.
You're very relaxed about it all.
I am. Because it's all clear.
All clear?
All clear travel insurance. Look, they help cover over 3 million people with over 1,300 medical conditions.
All clear. Save 20%. Call 0800 848 8686 or visit our website.
I had the best childhood, and I grew up with a big ambition to be a nurse. I was this close to graduating when I fell ill. Everything looked blurry, like someone was turning down a dimmer on my sight. The day I should have qualified as a nurse was the day I got my guide dog Toffee. He inspired me to live again. Now I have a job. I'm getting married too. Toffee will be the ring bearer. He'll be by my side because he's the one who got me there. But I know hundreds of people are still waiting for their guide dog. Will you help them? By sponsoring a guide dog puppy, you'll get regular pup dates, photos and a cuddly toy from just £1 a week. Call 0800 694 0044 or visit sponsораpuppy.co.uk.
Family life. It's made of ups and downs, and those little moments. But should the unthinkable happen to you? Life insurance from Legal & General can help look after monthly bills, the roof over their heads, childcare costs, and most importantly, your family. Because no one protects more families in the UK than us. Premiums start from £5 a month and they never rise. Plus there's a £100 gift card after you apply. Legal & General. Ensure life goes on.
We don't need an over-the-top commercial to promote winter sports. There's no crazy special effects or an orchestral soundtrack to make it epic. Because winter sports are thrilling by nature. Winter Sports, live and on demand on Discovery Plus.
They're serving the Hamptons elite and living under one roof.
Breaking any rules, you will be dealt with. No hooking up.
I am not a cheater, but it's going to be a long summer.
Serving the Hamptons starts Tuesday the 7th of March on TLC. Can't wait. Stream now on Discovery Plus.
It is truly an absolute masterpiece.
We are digging deeper.
The sheer scale, almost unimaginable.
All new mysteries.
The big question, why people were here.
Revealed brick by brick.
The more that you research it, the more you realize how remarkable they were.
See why breaking up is fun to do.
Is just astronomical.
Blowing Up History starts Sunday at 8 on D-Max. Can't wait. Stream now on Discovery Plus.
Tonight, scouring Scottish homes for treasure, Sybil strikes gold at the Edinburgh Auction House, brand new at 9. Then bringing back the memories, reviving a shattered gold ring at the repair shop at 10. And at 11, investigating terrifying activity at the Kentucky Slave House with the Ghost Adventures crew on Really.
Animal Cops Wild Cats.
In this special edition, we've shown you all kinds of wildcat behavior in domestic situations. Most of it's reversible, but the biggest exception is the most painful and tragic. The multi-billion-dollar trade of big cats being sold into private ownership.
A tiger in a pool of water.
Wildlife sanctuaries across the United States are filling up with unwanted exotic animals. Former Houston SPCA Chief Investigator Jim Baller is in the Wildlife Conservation Center in Denver, where many of the animals he's rescued have been placed.
Tigers in an enclosure.
There are more tigers in private ownership and in captivity here in the United States alone than there is in the wild. There's 4,000 to 5,000 tigers left in the wild. It's estimated that there's 4,000 to 5,000 tigers just in Texas in private hands.
Many private owners become frightened of their tigers when they reach adulthood and mutilate them to try to modify their natural wild behavior.
One of the things that we commonly see, which is a misconception by private pet owners, is they either declaw these beautiful, magnificent animals or they take the fangs out. And the perception is if they don't have their defense mechanisms, their claws, their teeth, it's going to make them safer. And that is very untrue. It's not the claws that bring down the prey, it's the power behind the force of the blow. One of the problems is it causes the animal to walk back on the heel instead of flat on the bottom of the foot, which puts more pressure up on their shoulders and joints, causing arthritis, especially as they get a little bit older. Also, taking the claws out, these animals know that their defenses have been diminished and then can attitudinally make them a little bit more aggressive and a little bit less cooperative to deal with.
Tigers roam for miles in their natural habitats. They never live too far from water and can eat up to 60 pounds of meat in a single night. Private individuals can rarely provide that kind of environment, so some try to change the animal's behavior instead. Confining a wild animal makes it psychologically unstable, and denying any animal basic care only reinforces that deterioration.
The truck and trailer.
When investigator Charles Jansen of the Houston SPCA and his team got a call about 2 tigers and 11 bears, they were about to walk into a nightmare. The stuffy chicken shed is home to 13 wild animals, all living in cramped wire cages. Until a few years ago, these animals were put on show. Some of them are over 30 and have lived in these cramped cages all their lives.
These cages are way too small for these types of animals to be in. Their wild animals are used to having a large expanse of territory, and they're living in a cage about the size of a piece of plywood, 4 by 8 foot, entirely too small for them. In the summertime, this would constitute, as far as I'm concerned, torture. There's not a whole lot of airflow around here, and you have a high degree of heat that can build up, and without any water, there's not a lot for these animals can do but suffer.
Wild animals need things to climb on or explore to enrich their lives. These tigers have nothing to do and are starting to psychologically decline.
Any animal who can't fulfill their proper behaviors or do what they naturally want to do will become very, very mentally stressed and perform what we call stereotypic behaviors, which are these repetitive motions over and over again. We're seeing an animal who's so unhappy and so stressed, he's literally losing his mind.
Working alongside the Houston SPCA today are a team of veterinarians from the Houston Zoo. Dr. Joe Flanagan is leading the team's efforts to move the tiger into a transportation cage.
Sometimes animals
don't want to leave their enclosure. They are safe, they're secure. Look at all these strange people, they've never seen them before. I know nobody ever bothers me here, I'm safe.
Even though that these conditions are deplorable, he has, over periods of time, established this as his territory, which is going to cause him not to want to leave it, even though that it is a very bad situation.
The tiger is so stressed, the team decides to tranquilize him. He's taken to the Houston Zoo, where his rehabilitation will begin.
It's absolutely heartbreaking to imagine a tiger being kept in this fashion. An animal who is so highly intelligent, who has the need to exercise and roam and to hunt and to feel the sun on his back. To imagine the absolute boredom and physical and emotional stress that this cat went through is just absolutely heartbreaking.
Houston Zoo.
2 weeks later, the tiger's been named Ivan by the Houston Zoo staff. But he's not settling in well. He's angry and unhappy. Carnivore supervisor Kevin Hodge is convinced that the way to Ivan's heart is through his stomach.
There you go. He's still a little nervous. He's a little bit scared and getting used to the new surroundings, but I did not expect for him to eat this soon. And so that shows he's adjusting very quickly as far as tigers go, and he seems to like the meat fine. And we try to keep things really quiet over here for him, just to give him a chance to acclimate. There you go.
We've been showing you that wild instincts are just below the surface in any domestic cat. Human intervention is usually responsible when feline behavior spins out of control. And Ivan has certainly paid the price for human greed. He spent his entire life in a cramped cage and has never known the wild habitat he was destined for. But humans are about to right that wrong.
Ivan looks out from his cage.
Just weeks after he was first brought in, Ivan is ready to be released into his new enclosure. After years of living in terrible conditions, he's about to get his first taste of freedom. He's a little hesitant.
He steps through the cage door.
What do you think, big guy?
Ivan steps into an enclosure with grass, trees, a pond and waterfall. He pauses, standing still, and looks around.
You know, there's always a little bit of anticipation on what he's going to do when the door first opens, and we weren't sure if he would be scared of the great outdoors or if he would go right out. And there was very little hesitation. The door opened and he looked outside and he saw there that he could just walk out freely, and he got up and did. He's a little nervous. I think the grass feels a little funny on his feet. He's not sure what that is, and he came out, and so far he's explored about 1/10 of the exhibit. And that was enough to entertain him for a while. So throughout the day, it's going to be interesting to see where all he roams throughout the exhibit.
From the smallest house pet to the greatest of hunters, all cats have a right to live a safe and happy life.
There you go.
There
you go. This doesn't feel bad at all. Hey, I like this concept.
As human beings, we have a responsibility to care for all cats and to protect their future.
They're a very majestic animal, very independent, and been able to survive for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. They are the top of the food chain and will survive, I feel, for another 1,000 years, probably long after mankind wipes himself out.
Audio description by Deluxe. Individuals seen under investigation or arrest in this program are presumed innocent until proven otherwise in a court of law and may be cleared of any and all charges.